Hey everyone, I'm Simon, the CEO of ReSim AI, and we're building critical infrastructure for robotics development, physical AI development. I have worked in robotics for a long time and become very frustrated at how slow robot development can be. In terms of making a demo with a robot is quite easy, but getting a robot to actually work day in, day out in production is hard. One of the problems is in the development cycle, when you've trained a new model and loaded it onto your robot, how long does it take you to understand if that new model is better or worse than you had before? And if your process is to deploy that model onto the robot in production and see how it performs, there can be a long time. It can be a long time lag between when you deploy and when you fully understand the implications, the performance implications of this new model. And the real kicker is it gets worse as the better your performance becomes, because as your robot performance improves, those edge cases, those rare events where it fails, become less and less frequent. And so you can deploy a new model and then a month later realize you caused a regression. We don't want that to happen. So ReSim helps teams automate and scale offline testing so they can do the same volume of testing that they may experience in weeks or months in production, but in the virtual space, in the cloud, really, really fast in parallel, and get rapid insights back from that. So this is what our platform looks like. It's a rapid cloud scheduler that helps people run simulation tests and log replay tests really, really fast in parallel in the cloud, but also gets them all the data from those tests. You know, once you give somebody the power to run 1 million simulations a day, there's a wonderful power, but developers can't watch 1 million simulations a day, so they have an understanding, they have an information problem. We have these really rich dashboards, 3D visualizations, charts, and also agentic workflows where we have the context of all the log files that are output from a simulation run, pass them into an agent with the context of the code, and let the agent provide some instant feedback to the users on what's gone wrong or what's gone right in this particular simulation. And our users give us this feedback that this has literally deleted 3 hours from their workflow. When previously a test would fail, they'd be sort of reading thousands of lines of log files to understand what went wrong. Our platform works. We first shipped our platform with simulation as the application. We've now expanded it. About 50% of the workload in the platform today is actually log replay. So it's data from real experiments performed in the field, replayed, relived, like reliving a dream of your past, in the cloud. And we also automate hardware tests now. So we have customers with deployments where as part of their CI testing workflow, a new model gets pushed to the robot, it does a real experiment in the world, and then it loads its log back, and we process that and compute the metrics and keep that experiment data in the ReSim dashboards. We also help customers generate new data, so learning from the corpus of experiences the robots had in the wild and creating new simulations from that. And we have a bunch of really cool companies who are using this platform today. This is like our full list of customers, but just to give a few highlights. NVIDIA, a huge customer of ours. We also integrate really well with their robotics tools like ReSim and Cosmos. John Deere, a huge user of the platform. We support 4 of their robots, and lots of testing for those guys. And our most recent customer, OpenAI, who have really branched out into the robotics space now, are using us as the backbone of their eval infrastructure for their robotics efforts. I see I'm out of time, so I'll stop. But thanks all. Yeah.